Hi, it's June Just Talks, and I'm June. Hi, welcome. Right, this one I've entitled it June Talks About Cooking, but it's a specific sort of cooking, and um, is a little bit of a intro to this. If you've never followed me before, this is where I put my random thoughts. I do tend to flit around a bit, um, but this is just where I put my randoms. So I've been looking for some like old school recipes that I could do for a party because we're just trying to have a nice cheesy Christmas party with a few friends. We're like, let's make it very old school recipes. So I went hunting out for some recipes that I know I've got. And I found two books. Now I don't know if they're going to be reversed. They are, oh no, they're not. You can see them. So we've got a Bureau book beautifully. This mightn't mean anything to people who aren't in Britain, in the UK, and a woman's weekly book of recipes. These are both from the early 80s. This is 80, and I think this is 82, something like that. Now, some amazing recipes in it. But what I loved about it when I was looking at them was how cooking trends have changed. And and I mean, ingredients are still recipes are still the same. Let's make a budget beef Wellington. Just pick one at random, a beef Wellington. For the filling, a pound of minced beef. It's a budget one, so we're not using a joint. An onion, some porridge oats, some horseradish relish, an egg, and some processed cheese. Yeah, wonderful. But there's not the only flavouring in that meal is the horseradish. You've got flavouring from the onion, but you've got the horseradish. And I'm like, you get a recipe today, and obviously in a Wellington, you've got the mushroom mix that goes on the outside, but you're putting all these herbs and spices and flavorings in. Back to when you just put what it said it was, you know, on the label. And I'm just, cheese topped cod. This is from this book. Fish, potatoes, less red Leicester cheese. And then there must be a sauce because it's margarine, flour, milk, and some breadcrumbs. We're not even seasoning it. We're not even putting salt and pepper in it. We're not putting any spices in it. We're not putting any herbs in the crumb. We're not flavouring the fish with any dill or anything. We're just got the basic ingredients and we're putting it in. The Bureau book. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'll just pick a page. Oh, just pick the one out. Look at it. Look at that. Proper home cooking. Now, it's just so basic and so homely and wholesome, but the ingredients are just so basic. You're just like, why? I don't know how I'm going to work this. I knew what I was going to talk about, and then I'm like, how do I word it? So it was when it comes down to it, how and when did it change from just that basic recipe in here to make something? Let's just put some cheese sauce on some fish and put some breadcrumbs over it and say, there we go. When did it change to suddenly go, that's not good enough? We need herbs in it. I mean, I understand the salt and pepper. When did we decide that we needed more in our cooking? I just struggle sometimes to look at recipes and go, you want me to have how many herbs and spices in the house? How much do I need to put half a teaspoon of everything in? So a lot of the time with recipes like that, I use them as a guideline with the herbs and spices and just go, yeah, you're getting what I've got as long as it's along the right lines. Because some of these budget recipes can become really, really expensive when you know that you've got to have all of these in. Once you've got them, fair enough, you're set. But what's wrong with these basics? Just these, I suppose, more budget-friendly meals because you haven't got to be then spending £1 or whatever per jar of herbs and spices. I'm only saying £1 because that's what they are in my local Tesco's. It's £1. But still, some of these recipes, I haven't got a book within arm's reach, otherwise I would have pulled one up and gone. Some of these want 6 and 7 different ingredients like that. Now, if you haven't got them in, that's a lot you've got to then get for one recipe. And will it be an ingredient you'll use again? If we even remember to make that meal, we're lucky because we're left with an awful lot of spices and herbs on that rack that we've maybe's used once. And what is wrong with just going back to these basics? So I am going to make some things out of these for this party. So what I want of everyone here is if you're making party food and you're making down to earth, old fashioned. Now, I'm saying old fashioned to some people is the year 2000. I'm talking about 70s, 80s. What did you have to have in a buffet slash party? And I'm not talking a hot meal, I'm talking about a party tea, a buffet tea, an all day Christmas party. Let's laden the table with foods. Now, we know a lot of us in the 80s, we would have even put a pizza on the table because it wasn't, especially in the early 80s, it wasn't the done thing. So, what would you have put on the table? What can you not have a party without? That's the biggie. And hasn't everything changed from what you're making for the amount of stuff you're putting in your food? So it's twofold, but I'd love to know what are your must-haves for that party. And I'm looking forward to making some of these because I'm like, yeah, we've got to have some of them. Don't know what the ingredients are going to be. I don't know what the exact things I'm making yet, but I'm looking at like entertaining and party foods from the 70s and 80s. And some of them are just like, oh, do I want to? Some of the recipes I'm like, hell yeah, I am making that because that just sounds totally batshit. I'm going to do it. So let me know what you think. Are you going to try some of these old ingredients? Are you going to look for some of these old books? Maybe if you go to a charity shop, are you going to look for some? Are you going to try and find some of these online? Um, I've got a few of these books in a cupboard. Cooking for today. Today, it's from 1980. Yeah, let's have a look because I think this one, if you see, does, oops, there we go, does actually have entertaining. So, do I pick something from the entertaining section? If I do, I will let you know afterwards. We may even go live with the food on the day. I think we need to. I think we need to go live with the party food and see what we get. But I'd love you to keep following. Follow on YouTube. Please subscribe. Share it. It's random. I don't care that people see me and think I'm an idiot. I am, and I'm just having fun with this. So, party food, and why do we need so many ingredients in a recipe? You take care, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.